Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today's project, look what I got out. I could not wait to do these. I just got them the other day. These little tiny rubber duckies. Of course, I'm not going to use all of those. And I have both molds out. If you saw yesterday's video, I made this stackable jar for myself. And I'm challenging myself. I'm going to be making one every day for a while until I have enough for storage. So this one, I have all my nail stickers, little tiny stickers. So that's what went in this one, and it basically filled this tray up. So I'm challenging myself to match whatever project that I'm doing. This went with a fall tray that I made yesterday. So if you didn't see that video, go back and check it out. So the challenge on this one is, how do I incorporate rubber duckies into this one? So I will know, what video I made all these little stackable jars on in my room, because I don't have any of the pieces that I made. They all get sold. So all I have are pictures. So that's what I'm doing with that. So I'm going to incorporate these little ducks, and I've chose my Seriously Shimmery glitter because this one has tones of purple, green, and blue in it, and I thought that would go well. I also received 18 colors opaque resin pigments. These are by Let's Resin. So I'm testing two colors today, light blue and regular blue. So I want to see how opaque these get, because the ones that I was trying to use not too long ago on a challenge video between me and Dawn, my opaque colors would not make it opaque. So that's why I got these. So we're going to try that. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to fill the tub, and I'm going to fill the jar, just the sides of it, and I'm going to dump a ton of my glitter in. So it has glittery sides. I got to add my glitter. I'm going to let that cure. Well, I'm going to let this one cure all the way. This one, when it gets really sticky, I think I'm going to stick these guys upside down all along this edge here in the resin, the top edge, not the bottom edge, and see if I could get them to stay there as if they were floating in water. And then I'm going to use the light blue on one and the regular blue on another and pour the rest of it in, so it'll have like a blue surface, like they're in a swimming pool. These I got out, but I don't know if I'm going to use them to make little bubbles. I was going to do something else, so I'm not sure I'm going to use these or not. These are just little plastic beads that may look like bubbles. I'm not sure. So I have these set out still. So let me get some resin mixed up. This holds like 9 or 10 ounces by itself, and this holds about 3.5 ounces. So I only need 6 for this and 2 for this of the glitter one. So I just need to mix up myself some 8 ounces of resin and get that mixed up and debubbled. Actually, I don't need to debubble this one because I'm gonna put a ton of glitter in it. So let me get that ready. Alright, I got my resin mixed up, and I'm just gonna split it just to make it easier to mix in my glitters, so my glitter doesn't go flying everywhere like it normally does because I dump so much in. And then, this is a pretty basic pour. Just add whatever glitter or sparkle that you want. I am letting this drain. I'm gonna probably scrape it off the top so you can't see that. I don't know if you will see it after the fact, but I'm not gonna take any chances. So I'm just gonna pour a whole bunch of glitter in them both. Mix it on up. Spray my molds with some alcohol so I don't create any bubbles in the seams. That is pretty glittery. Let me see if this one's kind of matching. I guess I could pour them back together and combine them, but I don't think, being that it's not really a color, it really shouldn't matter. I'm going to pour just a little bit more in this one. I have 3 shimmers on my eBay store, and all 3 are different. I know in a video a while back I showed you the difference between all 3. This one is called Seriously Shimmery, and like I said, it's got blue, green, and purple sparkle. I have rainbow shimmer with all the colors of the rainbow, and then something called shimmer, and that's more of a yellowy green sparkle. So if you're looking for a shimmer, all 3 of them are amazing. All right, so this one we'll pour first. Get alcohol down in all these little pieces, parts. This does come with the little feet, the little claw foot for the bathtub, but we'll pour those in blue. That way they match the bottom of the tub. And I'm just gonna pour until it fills up right below the bottom. Let it catch up with itself here. Grab a silicone tool. I'm gonna help it move where I want it to move. Definitely need more. No, it looks like it holds a lot, but this only holds like, I think a total of 4 ounces, maybe. And on this one, I think the little duckies are gonna go on the finished product, and they'll go in the resin on the other piece. Because they won't fit in the sides of this little thing. I was gonna make something else. I'm still thinking about that one. So if I do come back to the ducks, I have something else in mind, but I don't know how many times you guys want to see little ducks on my channel, but I have all kinds of ideas for them. All right, that's pretty much where I want it. I'm just gonna, I'll come back to this and scrape it off camera, but I'm just gonna keep scraping it to make sure that it's down the sides and not on the bottom there. I'm just trying to look for bubbles. I don't see any. I see a lot of glitter. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, same thing on this one then. I did forget to spray it yesterday, and I ended up with a bubble on the edge. So I'm trying not to forget today. And this one, I'm gonna have to come back to in like an hour. Oh, you know what, guys? I just realized you're not gonna see my little ducks through this. This should have been clear. Oh no. What can I do? I could leave some space and do a clear layer. That leaves me with a whole lot of extras. I definitely wanted them around the edge. Great, I'm already on plan B, and I just started. I don't think you're gonna see the ducks through the glitter. Shoot. I still can use more regardless, so I'm still gonna pour. Pour, level it out. I think I will leave a layer, because that is the whole point of the challenge. So if I stick, this is gonna be like a 3-layer. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'm just gonna have 2.5 extra ounces of glitter. What can I make? I can make me a little elk. He'll take 2 ounces. I'll have to find that little mold. And yeah. Instead of the elk, I grabbed him. I had made him once and he was super cute, so I'm gonna make him again with the extra glitter. So we'll get him poured. We'll see how much. I hope he doesn't take more than 2.5 ounces because that's all I have. I'm just gonna squeeze his little fins. Make sure they're full. Nothing like plan B in the beginning, right? Oh, come on. Please tell me I have enough. It is going to be so close. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is like literally going to be exactly what I needed. 2 ounces. 2.5 ounces for this mold. Oh, I got so lucky. Woo! Okay. All right, good. Perfect. He's domed. I don't have but a couple drips left. I will put in here. And now we wait. All right, we wait. I just remembered I have this little tool, so I wanted to show you if you guys try to do the same thing. I'm just scraping it down. Same thing on this. I'm just scraping all that glitter off, and then I'll wipe the bottom with an alcohol paper towel to make sure it's all off. I mean, once it's like cured, you could probably peel it off, but I don't want to mess with it. That one's a little bit higher, so let me just grab a little bit of alcohol. Wipe this down, because you will see the glitter. It's going to be the first thing you see at the bottom. The jar I'm not too concerned about. However, I mean, I want to try to make it as good as I can since I'm doing it anyway. And I think I got it all off. All right, almost. I could tape the rest of it, and then same thing on this one. I'll just clean this up and I'll see you as soon as these are cured. All right, I turned my heat mat on for about an hour. They're both pretty cured. This is pretty solid, and I mixed up 5 more ounces, and it's split 3 in here and 2 in here for the blue for this tub. Might as well get that done while I'm waiting for this 3rd layer to go. So I'm just gonna pour this in until it reaches this lip. I don't know that this is even gonna look okay, because hindsight, I would have done the entire side clear, but it's a little too late for that now, because I mean, I could have unmolded it and started all over, but I don't want to waste resin, and it's just for me, so it's really not a big deal. But I like for you guys to see a good finished product. So who knows what it's going to look like. I'll just let this get in. This is still the same resin, 4-hour fast cure. And I'm going to let this sit for a little while I do the other thing. So it could get a little thick, so my little ducks will like not topple over inside the resin. I'm just going to let that be right. I think that's about good. All right, so for this one, let me just grab my little tool here and like shovel it to the side. There we go. That's all. For this, we're going to do the blue, regular blue. Now, make sure you shake it really well, because I noticed there was like a little whitish tint at the bottom, so I don't know if that's pigment that settles, but they all kind of look like that, so maybe it could be the bottle. I know this one looks like that. No, I think it's mixing in, so definitely mix your pigments good. Let me check another one. Yeah, they all have 2 tones, so make sure they mix really, really well. So we'll see how many drips we need to get opaque color. Let's hope it's opaque. Let's start with 3 drops. And this is 2 ounces. And that's definitely not enough. 2, 3 more. It's a really pretty color. It's not done yet. I mean, I guess if I poured it, it'd probably be opaque, but on my stick it's not. So I'm just gonna keep going. That was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try 10 drops. So if you're pouring something pretty deep, then this is fine. I should probably run this through my vacuum chamber, but I'm not going to. Because it's, oh, I do have to do these little guys too. Don't let me forget. It's not completely opaque, so I'm just gonna keep going. I just wanna see how many it takes. That's 15 total. That's just about there with 15 drops in 2 ounces. That will definitely work. Let me grab my alcohol spray. Where did I put it? Yeah, it was down by my tumbler turner over there. All right, I'm just going to drip some of this into the feet so I don't forget. You don't really want to dome these feet. If you dome the feet, they won't fit in. You'll have to trim them. So definitely don't dome them. And they will shrink a little bit when they cure too, but you will have trouble if you really fill them up. Okay, that's good for those. We're gonna spray that. Hopefully this turns out as cute as I think it might turn out. Make sure you don't cover these holes for the feet. Those need to stay opened. All right, I have a little left, so I will do something with that. Now let's see what we got with this one over here. That's so pretty. I don't see any bubbles in there either. Oh, I'm excited to unmold that. All right, I want all my little ducks to go the same direction. Let me first see if they're gonna float or sink. Well, they're all gonna be a little crooked because they don't fit perfectly in here with the amount of space that I left for them. So they will all be a little crooked. This is just getting better and better as I go, isn't it? All right. I kind of want their little behinds to stick out so it looks like they're sitting in the water, the blue water, when I get to the water portion. May not be a total disaster, but it's definitely not what I was going for. But it might be cute. It is cured already so fast. Although, I mean, yes, my heat mat is on, but gosh, that was maybe 30 minutes. Probably because the bottom was warm as well, and I cover it with a cover. So I mixed up 4 ounces. I know it's going to be too much, but it is what it is. At this point, some of them like went crooked. They're not all the way I put them. So I don't know. Kind of anxious to see this one unmolded. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 drops, because this was much more resin than the other one, and this is the lighter blue. I did not put it through the vacuum chamber. I don't think it's going to need it. This is like a sky blue. Really pretty. It's going to need more though. It's like a, well, it's called light blue, but it almost looks like creamy blue. I just put 10 more drops in. That should be enough. I poured a few extras that I haven't poured before, other than the little dolphin guy. And I'm sure I'm gonna need more molds now because of this. That looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna spray yet again, hopefully to avoid bubbles in those corners. I hope it takes most of it. I don't need any more extras. Just gonna, well, looks like it's going. It took most of it. I'm glad I mixed up 4. I was only gonna do 3. I barely got anything, enough for maybe a keychain. Maybe a little more, I don't know. All right, let's get everything cured. We will see you on demold. Everything is cured. I have so much to do, you guys. There's way too many extras. We're gonna start with the boring stuff, which is this little turtle. I'm gonna have to jazz him up a little bit. He was the light blue. That's all that was left of the light blue. That's it, tiny little thing. These I got from Temu, and they're like waterfall type things. I don't know. They got layers, and I really don't know what to do with them. I don't even know why I ordered them, to be honest with you. I don't even remember ordering these. But there's like layers in the water, and there's no way I'm going to like pour these in different colors, a drip here and a drip there. That's just not going to happen. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. This one is just a pen. I think I bought it just for these pendants, and those must have came with it, because these don't have a hole in them, because I like using the flat back clasp on them, and I didn't have any that needed that, so that's what that's for. And then here's a little feet. We'll get these out. Hopefully I didn't pour them too deep and they fit right in. I just glue these in with E6000 and let them sit till it's dry. These here are new. These are keychain or ornament, and I put my glitter in here. I think the rainbow glitter, but I'm gonna have to jazz it up some. It's not a great mold. I'm not too crazy about it. It's kind of dull. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. And then here's another one. Now that I see that, I don't know that I wanted to pour another one. This one has a heart, and this one has a paw print. But they're kind of dull. Not happy with them. I don't know. Those might take me a while for nothing. Then I have this little gnome guy whom I poured a little heart in, and then I backed him in the rainbow shimmer too. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this little guy. Not sure I love these new molds. All right, and then we're gonna do, oh, this thing is filled with bubbles. No, I didn't put it through the vacuum chamber, remember? Oh no. Filled with bubbles. Let's see what we got. You can't really tell. Just the bottoms. The bottom of him is all bubble. These tails, I'll tell you, it was a very bad design. I'm sure the mold's gonna eventually rip. All right, let me get this back where it belongs. He's cute. I will do something with him. Make him a little more happy. All right, let's get to the good stuff. This one I'm not too sure about, so we'll do this one first. Not too sure what we're gonna end up with. A bunch of like crooked ducks floating under some froth. I don't know. All right, maybe tomorrow's will be better. I need several more of these little things, and they hold like 10 ounces. All right, well, there's the bottom, and here's the ducks. Yeah, it looks like they're underneath like an iceberg, and they're all tipped over. Not loving it, but hey, it will be memorable for me. When I look at it, I'll know exactly what I did. I don't see many bubbles in there though. Not too bad of a job on the resin pouring. What do you guys think? It looks like they're sinking underneath an iceberg. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. Oh well, not my vision, but next. Oh gosh, I hope this is better. Or I will be doing another video to redeem myself with these little rubber duckies. Let's get it loosened up. Where's my alcohol? This is not the easiest one to unmold. I hope this doesn't have thousands of bubbles. Oh, there's a lot down there. But being that it's a bathtub, maybe it doesn't matter because I wanted bubbles. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I wanted the bubbles. If you don't want bubbles, put it through your vacuum chamber. But I dumped so much glitter in there. I didn't think it was gonna matter. Oh, gosh. Well, all in all, it's cute. It is what I was going for so far. I do need to trim up the bottom. I'm gonna put these little feet on. Let's see if they fit. That one needs a little trimming. Yes, I think no matter how thin you pour them, they don't fit. So I definitely have to trim. I either have to trim these or I have to open these up because they're too thick. It's the mold. I didn't even pour them full. So I'm gonna trim these things up, get everything put together. But what do you think? Yeah, there's like millions and millions of bubbles in here, but I think it's perfect for this project. And then we're gonna put some little, let me grab some more ducks. I'm gonna put some ducks arranged in there somehow. And I wanted to come up with some bubbles somehow. I gotta figure that still out. So give me a few minutes. I need to come up with a plan. I am done. Talk about a bad extras day, you guys. This is the worst extras day I've ever had. So these things, I had no clue what to do with them, so I didn't do anything to them. If you have any ideas what I could do with them, put it in the comments. I'm going to set them aside until this video gets released and see what you guys come up with, because I don't know what to do with them. These three, I was working so hard on them. I was putting acrylic ink in all the lines, and then there's like thousands of micro bubbles in there, so the acrylic ink was getting in all the bubbles and it just was not working, and I didn't want to waste any more time on them. So these three, not gonna do anything with them. So those were a disappointment. I did have an extra because this little turtle guy I covered with some sparkle, the Seriously Shimmery, and I ended up filling the hole in, which is really, really close to the tip of his head, so I didn't want to re-drill it, so he became a magnet. And this was the extras from the top coat on that one. This one came out really nice. I put the shimmer in there too, glued on a flat backed bail, and that one is done. Here's my little fall ready, what do you call him? Dolphin. He's my little dolphin. So I had a fall hat. I just UV resin on some little flowers that I got, painted on his eyes and his mouth. He's sparkly in person, not too much in the camera, but he's ready for fall anyway. Now this, I ended up finishing. I think this is adorable. What I did is I put the feet on, I glued them in, and then the next day, because you could see the feet in the 4 areas, I didn't want to see the feet. So I put a 1/2 ounce and I remixed my blue resin and I poured it in and let it cure. I did put some big pearls in that while it was curing. Then after it was completely cured, I took my E6000 and I glued more pearls in there, glued in the little ducks. And then I took some UV resin and some glitter, and I just kind of squished it all over, little on his head, little on his tail, and made little suds for the bubbles. So I think this one is the only one that was successful in all the pours. This one I didn't do anything with. Like I said, it looks like they're underneath, like, I don't know, an iceberg or something, and they're drowning. But so I'm going to use this for my stuff, so I'm not too concerned. So regardless, these two are the best. And I just think this came out adorable. I only used 2 little of rubber duckies, so I have an entire container full to use still. So all right, guys, that's it for today. I will get you some final photos. Thanks for sticking around with me. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.